Today I want to introduce a concept that you can use when you're learning new movements, new skills, or new elements. This is something that I use both as a student and I teach as a teacher. This concept is called the sketch concept. What is the sketch concept? Imagine you only have 10 seconds to sketch this image here. You want to sketch enough so that someone who has never seen that original picture can get the general idea of what's happening in the picture. But you only have 10 seconds, so you're not going to focus on the small details of the fingers or the hair or the eyes. You're going to go over the bigger structure. So if you were to draw this, you would focus on the torso, the legs. Maybe you can see which one's bent, which one's straight. Maybe you can see where the arms are. Maybe you don't have time to draw that detail yet. We're only getting a basic idea of what the movement element or skill looks like and nothing very detailed. And this is how I teach and this is how I learn. During the sketch concept, we want to focus on what makes the movement the movement. Now, why use this concept? When we are learning something new, we need to accept that we will not see all of the details, nor are we meant to. Hello, Leopard. In the beginning, we want to get a general idea of what the movement looks like, and then through practice, we can slowly add more details to that movement. The smaller details can only be added through practice. If we focus too soon on too specific of details, it's similar to if we started drawing the intricacies of the pupil or the follicles of the hair before drawing the bigger picture. The general look of the movement is no longer visible. I'm going to show you two examples from my own learning, one from the locomotion world and one from the water quality world. And you will see one with a long process of about 7 years, and then one with a relatively shorter process of about a year or so. So the first example we're going to look at is locomotion with a movement called the step behind. So the first time I learned this was in 2014. So now you're going to see from 2014 until I think I took the video yesterday, what this looks like from when I first learned it up until now. And now you will see the same thing with water quality. You will see the first time I learned it up until what it looks like now. So with these two movements, the general movement itself has not changed very much. The general look is very similar to that sketch concept. That original sketch that I had made with these movements is more or less the same. So what changed? You can tell that something's different, but maybe you don't know what it is, and this is where the practice comes in. If you have not practiced it yourself, you might not know the deeper details in the movement itself. Now, yes, mobility has increased with some of these movements. For example, the step behind, maybe I'm able to get lower, but this is a big detail, not a small one. The smaller details are the ones that are harder to implant. These take time. I'll leave you with a word of advice. When you think you have it, you're the furthest from it. When you know you don't have it, now you're starting to understand. The takeaway here is accept that there's details that are missing that you cannot see yourself, or that you cannot physically do at this moment. Through a sustained practice, these things get better and better, and then the image starts to form. I hope you can apply this sketch concept when you are learning new things. Don't think that you have to have everything right away. That's not the meaning. I don't teach like that, and I don't learn like that. I don't know if anyone does. We start with a basic idea, and then we start to add the layers. Enjoy the process. Stop thinking about the next thing. I hope you enjoyed the video, and that's the session.